the Empowerment Experiences YouTube channel. I am your hostess with the mostest, Rochelle Richard, founder, CEO, and self-love empowerment coach here at Empowerment Experiences. And it is my mission in this world to guide you into and through finding your power in every moment. Because it's there. You just have to find it. Okay? Today, I want to talk about finding your power for those of you who are experiencing anxiety. Oh my God! That crippling, massive, monster, magnified fear. Because that's what anxiety is. More than 7 years ago, back in 2011, 2012, I was experiencing severe depression and severe anxiety. In fact, my anxiety got so bad at one point I couldn't even leave my house. I was afraid, not even so much of the outside world, because yeah, I was afraid of that, but I was more afraid my house wouldn't be there when I got back. Regardless, the point is I took fear and I kept focusing on that fear, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what it does. That is what anxiety is. It's amplified fear. And I know this for sure because I've lived it, right? When you continue to focus on something, because whatever you give your attention to, where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? Thank you, Rhonda Byrne from The Secret. It's true. What you focus on is what expands, because what are you doing? You're feeding it your energy. You're feeding it your energy, your life force, for crying out loud. So it's no wonder that at one point, if you're feeding your fear, that you're going to reach a state of excruciatingly debilitating lockdown, where you can't even go outside of your house, where you're so closed off because you're just so afraid. I know that space. Oh, I know that space. So I get to now sit before you today as someone who, January 2019, earlier this year, I flew around the world for my first time ever by myself, anxiety-free, from Phoenix, Arizona to India and back. And I manifested that trip from concept to completion in under 90 days. That'll be another video too. So watch out for that one. That one's coming. But how do you get from not being able to leave your house to flying around the world on your first ever international flight with no anxiety? And I even arrived in India with 0 jet lag. I manifested that too. It's all about taking your power back. Okay? So the very first step is that you begin to take positive, purposeful action. And that is when you find yourself going into a panic attack, or your anxiety is even just beginning to amplify, whatever that is. It can be something that's really finite. It can be something that's huge. I have used this practice that I'm about to give you. I have used it for both, for the whole spectrum of my anxiety experience. Now, I understand that anxiety is amplified fear. That's what that is. It's a result of you focusing on fear. Well, let's get back down to fear. Fear and excitement, just so you know, create the exact same physical response in the body. You get to choose the meaning you give to it. So if you keep focusing on how I'm afraid, guess what? You're going to keep being afraid. Because remember, the story you're telling is the reality you're living. So if you keep focusing and keep telling the story that you are so afraid of this, you're so afraid of that, you're so afraid of this, you're giving your power away to that. Whereas instead, as you begin to shift and expand into the understanding that you came here to learn, you chose to be here. Free will. You chose to be here. Believe me, you told an old version of Rochelle that, she would probably backhand you and go, that's a lie and a bunch of BS. So Those of you out there doing that right now, I know who you are because I've been there. But you don't have power there. You don't have power there. And I'm here to help you find it. Find where it is. It's in here. All right? So fear and excitement create the same response. As you begin to recognize that I can find excitement in this experience because it's helping me grow stronger, it's helping me to learn, it's helping me to experience magic and miracles that you cannot experience when you stay stuck in fear. Because you're limiting your experience. And that's what anxiety does. It limits your experience. You're not living. So this practice that I want to give to you, it's breath work and affirmation combined. Because whatever follows I am will come looking for you. That's how powerful the mind is. What you tell it. Again, the story you're telling is the reality you're living. So you want to live a different reality, start telling a different story. Start affirming your life differently. Now, as you begin to experience any hint of anxiety, especially if you're someone for whom it can get a little out of control, right? I recommend you catch yourself right there. This all comes in that awareness space. Catch yourself right there. Take a moment, and I want you to breathe. I want you to take a deep breath in. Exhale, and you're going to say, I am calm. And then inhale again. I am serene. And then inhale and exhale again. I am peaceful. And you're going to do that practice at least 3 times. So 3 times 3. You have 3 affirmations with 3 breaths 3 times. Okay? And I promise you by the end of that, you are going to feel that momentum subside. Depending on where you are in your anxiety state, you may want to do it a few more times. But I promise you, you allow it. You allow yourself to feel better. You will feel better. And that's the thing of it, is you've got to allow yourself as well. Okay? So keep this practice in the forefront of your mind for when you experience maybe unforeseen, unknown, unjustified, shall we say, unjustified anxiety. Because when you can calm yourself, then you can make a more rational, more connected, and more aligned decision moving forward. All right? So remember, fear and excitement create the exact same physical response in the body. You get to choose the meaning. And anxiety is nothing more than amplified fear as a result of you focusing on it over and over and over and over. All right? We talk about depression similarly as well. And I have a wonderful expert that I will reference in that video. So be sure to check out my depression video and what I have come to see it as based on the experts that I learned from. All right, and we put the pieces together, right? That said, remember, you have all the power inside you. You always have. It's always been within. It's only a matter of you discovering and connecting with it. For a little bit more support and guidance in finding your power in every moment, be sure to check out the free download listed below. You can also come join my Goddess Tribe for even more support and guidance, where we also have a live and functioning group there, a Goddess Tribe. So come check it out. That's Love Yourself Goddess with Empowerment Experiences on Facebook. And remember, again, you have all the power inside you to be, do, and have anything you want in this world, in this lifetime. Because that's why you came here. You came here to be the magic, to be the miracle that this world needs. You're here for a reason. And though some may say, I don't know what that reason is, just know that because you're here, you are here for a reason. Go create amazing. Power is and always has been in your hands. My inbox has an open heart policy. Just reach out. I am Rochelle Richard, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.